Hey, what's up, guys? Yesterday we had a perfect day, 4-0, and we had a few batter props, one game, and like six batter props, but we parlayed them because the odds were so high. Anyways, all of them hit. It was 100% hit rate yesterday. Let me show you the receipts, and then I'm going to show you guys two plays in baseball, and then make sure you subscribe because later today it's going to be two batter props that are going to be for free as well, but that's going to come up on the YouTube short. The first play that hit right here, I gave this one away for free. It was the Blue Jays. They won 10-4. That came through for us. Then Elliot Ramos, he ended up getting two hits. We only needed him to get one hit. That came through. Then we had these guys right here for the under RBIs. You can see one of them was canceled, so we didn't get paid out for all three. We only got paid out for two. And then we had Bo Bichette and Shohei Ohtani to get a hit. They both came through and they won. So again, guys, stay tuned for this video. I'm going to hook you guys up with two plays and also subscribe for the two batter props. So now for the first thing we look at here is going to be the sharp edge. The tool is linked in the description under where it says tools that we use. Okay, go to the sharp plays. It's going to give you a breakdown of all the reasoning why these teams are strong. These are not our final plays. These are just leans. So make sure you pay attention to that. These are not final plays, but they're heavily favored, or not heavily favored, but they're strong chances that they're going to win the game. And it gives you all the reasoning. I'm not going to get into all the details here. It's pretty much one little paragraph to tell you why the reasoning behind these teams should win over the other teams. So out of these two for today, is actually two of these teams I do like. I'm going to go to the dashboard, and then I'll click on the Blue Jays. So that's the first team I'm going to look at. You can see the overall it's 205 where they started, and then it's now turned at a 210. So the line is shifting. You got the 92% of the bets, 92% of the money coming in on the Toronto Blue Jays. The pitcher information wasn't populated here. It wasn't available when I ran this earlier today. But Gausman, as you can see, let me go right back to you can see this. It does tell you the pitching advantage, which is Gausman versus Freeland. It is a little bit of a mismatch towards Toronto for the starting pitchers. Bullpen is not great compared to the other teams. They're pretty much standard even. And then the overall batting analysis is much better. It doesn't matter if I go to 30 days, 14 days, or 7 days. Colorado is outnumbered here by Toronto. Colorado is horrible. You can see right here it's a 9.96 compared to a 3.7. So the lower the ERA, the better during pitching. Also, they have a lot more strikeouts over here for pitching. So they're doing a lot better overall for pitching and for batting, and the line is shifting. Everything is looking towards Toronto. Yesterday, they won 10-4. We had Toronto, and they came through. You can see 77% chance, 7.5 runs compared to 5. And then all of this is yellowish compared to red. What this means is that the yellow is actually better than red. But you can see it's just like in school, B minus, B minus, B minus, B. And then over here is D minus, F, F, D. So overall, it's saying Toronto should win. Overall, because of all these numbers, it does come up with a probability consensus, and that's a 71% chance. Also, this is one of my favorite things to look at. It's the 9th inning, and it's saying Colorado should be losing this game heavily. So heavily that they're going to have to bat in the 9th. Now, overall, the 10, it does say that they're going to be a little bit favored on the under 10.5 hits for Toronto. Compare that to the over 8.5 hits. So there's almost a 3-hit differential for Toronto to get more hits. Now, look at this table here. You don't even have to look at all the numbers. Just look at the colors. It's all green on the left and all red on the right. So Toronto is heavily favored and they've won pretty much in every category. Also, it's saying that Toronto has gone over 6 of the last 7 games, which teams tend to go over when they're playing in Colorado. So that's something to look at. I'm not going to look at that, but that's something to take into consideration. The line's usually very high because of the altitude. Next game, guys, I'm going to look at the Dodgers. The only thing I don't like is Shohei Ohtani. He's starting pitching today, and I don't like it because he don't have a lot of stats. I think he's only played 1 game as a starting pitcher this season, and I don't like it. But everything else matches. You can see the line did shift from a 200 to a 205. 88% of the bets, 83% of the money. Like I said, this guy's decent. He's league average. He's not great. But so Shohei Ohtani, like I said, doesn't have any records here, no stats. These are very limited stats. So that's something I don't like. Also, the bullpen is much better for St. Louis compared to the Dodgers. Something that, again, I don't like the pitching. But then you start looking at the batting. The batting is a big lopsided. And then there's other stats that actually give me a very confident play on this. I'm not going to get into all the details, but you can see overall, the batting is better for Dodgers. Pitching is much better overall in the long term. So look at this. The lower, the better on the ERA. So you can see if I click on the 30 days, it's lower for Los Angeles, 14 days lower for Los Angeles, and 7 days much lower, almost half for Los Angeles. So now we go to the projections. Overall, 69% chance, 5.5 versus 4, all the green versus all the yellow and red, 72% chance overall. And then the Dodgers, it says not to bat in the ninth, which again, they're playing at home and it's saying these guys are not going to bat in the ninth. So they should be winning the game. It was the opposite for Rockies. It's the Rockies are at home and it says they are going to bat in the ninth. Again, they should be losing the game. So last thing I'll mention is look at all this green. Now it's flip-flop on the other side. It's on the right side. And the reason that is because the Dodgers are at home. So the Dodgers being at home, it's all the green on the left. I'm sorry, on the right. And all the red is on the left. So overall, you can look at all these things, win percentages, runs per game, batting average, OPS, strikeouts, everything like that. But in general, the Dodgers should be dominating. Now, the best thing I like about this one is you can see St. Louis Cardinals are only 23% in their last 17 games on the road. So when they're on the road, they've only won 24% of their games. Okay, so that's a heavily big issue for them not to win this game. So again, guys, if you haven't done so and you missed out on some of these plays already, make sure you subscribe because I'm going to put the YouTube short and that's going to have 2 batter props. In the VIP, I've already put in 11 other batter props if you want to check us out for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. And then we're throwing a bunch of plays as well inside the Discord. So check out the Discord. That is the best option. And then the other option stuff that I just went through is the tools that I use is going to be the Sharp Edge. If you type in the word sharp, you're going to get 7 days for free. And if you want to learn all this stuff, you can scan the QR code right there or click on where it says learn from us. All right, guys, again, we had a perfect day yesterday. Let's keep it rolling and good luck and let's get this money. Thank you.